everybody. Will you bow your heads and pray with me? God, I ask that you speak through me and help me speak out to all these wonderful students and their family members. Amen. Hey y'all, my name's Britton Damsgard, and I'm a senior this year at Helena High School. I'm in the band and I play clarinet. I plan on going to the University of Alabama to become a nurse, and I hope to be in the $1 Million Band. I love hanging out with my friends and family. I'm an only child. I used to live with my mom, but now I live with my aunt and uncle and my 2 cousins, AJ and Marjorie. I've been going to Trinity for as long as I can remember. Not only have I met the most amazing people through discovery and element and service over self, but I've also made the best memories, the best experiences, and the best mentors. God really does show up in the craziest of places at the craziest of times. Discovery is such an important time, especially in middle school, and I know that middle school is hard with all the new transitions and the new friends and all the crazy drama like who said what and how you look and who posted what with who. This is a place where you can escape from all the stress life brings so that you can spend time with God and know Him. This is a place where you're surrounded by love and you can be yourself and not have to worry about someone judging you. You get closer to God, the man that made you so perfectly. You get closer to all your friends, the people that are going to be there for you through all the tough times and all the rad times. You get to hear stories of how God has worked through the lives of your peers and see how all these wonderful people have grown and how they will grow. Discovery is a cool place to learn about God, God's love, getting to know your friends, gaining new friends, and many other things. But Discovery's existence is all thanks to Element Youth Ministry. Their goal is to open the hearts of all these teens so that they can let in our Lord. When I first started going to Element, I only knew my cousin and like 3 other people, which quickly grew into 10 and then 15 and so on. Element is a wonderful place that introduces you to many people, opportunities to learn about God or to serve our God. It is a place of love, a place where you can find yourself and find others. You're surrounded by people who believe the same as you. Your eyes are open to see those around you for who they are and not for who they pretend to be. I see God everywhere, every single time I go to Element. People are helping somebody find something they lost. People are helping others with a problem they're facing, whether it be school, friends, or life in general. Element is the place to be, and I'm so thankful that it provides us with discovery. But we wouldn't have Element if it weren't for this beautiful place I call my home away from home, Trinity United Methodist. The people in this church are so welcoming and so understanding. The staff here at Trinity are all so connected, and if you have a question that they don't know the answer to, they will find it as fast as they can. If you need someone to talk to, any of the pastors here will be more than willing to listen and help you in any way that they can. I am beyond thankful for Trinity being here, not only to provide a place for Element and all the crazy awesome things we do, but also for being here to provide a safe haven for anyone and everyone who needs it. If you ever need someone, this is the place and these are the people to help you and let you feel known, hear you out, and let you know that you are known and that you are loved. God is always with you in every good time and every bad time. My mom is one of the strongest people I know. She stood up for herself, her friends, her family, by getting into a fight or two and being a very confrontational person. She had cerebral palsy in her legs, which means that she had stiff leg muscles and could not walk very well. She was also deaf, so she didn't get to hear everything that we got to hear. I was raised by my mom, who taught me practically everything I know, from learning how to speak sign language to learning how to live on my own and learning how to deal with any My mom and I were not like your average mother and daughter. I don't know how to describe it other than that it was weird, but it was just how we were connected. On June 9th, 2015, my mom was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. That meant that she was going to have to go through chemotherapy and all the struggles that come along with it, like missing work, scans, taking blood, getting sick, and so many nights in the hospital. Luckily, my grandmother, my mom's mom, was able to stay with us and to help us out with everything. I was at Service Over Self, which is another amazing place in Memphis, Tennessee, where you get to know God and glorify Him by proclaiming the gospel of Jesus Christ in underserved neighborhoods through some home repair and leadership development. On Wednesday morning, July 12, 2017, I was coming out of the cafeteria after eating breakfast and heading to morning chapel when Robert called me over. I'm going to be honest with you, I thought Robert was going to make a joke. But instead, he took me outside where Mr. Bryan was waiting for us. There were 3 rocking chairs all facing each other, and I thought that I was in an intervention, and they were going to tell me about something that I was doing wrong and that I needed to fix it. Robert had this look of sorrow on his face, and Mr. Bryan was looking as if he was searching for the right words to say, and I'm sure that I had this look of confusion and fear from wondering what they were going to say. When Robert and I reached Mr. Bryan looked at me, took a deep breath, and said, "Britton, I got a call from your granddad." Immediately, I knew what he was going to say. "Your mom passed away this morning." He could barely get the words out before I started screaming no over and over again. I can't tell you how long I hugged him, wishing that it was all a nightmare. Mr. Bryan told me to sit down in the chair, and then he and Robert did the same. After I slowed my breathing and wasn't really crying that much, Robert asked me if I wanted to keep it to myself, only tell my friends, or to tell everyone. And so I told him that it was fine if he thought that it was best to tell everyone. So he said okay, and he told me that I was loved more than I could ever know. He gave me another option of either staying or going home. And at first, I wanted to leave so that I could go see my mom. But something was telling me that I needed to stay, that I needed to be here and finish out the week. So I did. I stayed and I finished out the week. Every night that week and some nights after, I prayed. I prayed for a reason why it happened. I prayed for help because I was so beyond lost. I prayed to tell God that I did not stop believing in Him, but that I was so furious at Him. Each prayer varied a little bit depending on the day, but every night I ended each one saying, "Lord, I know You. I know the plans You have for me will be great, and I know that You know me. I know You have a reason for doing what You did. I love You. Amen." I have a feeling that if I'd left that day, I would have drifted away from God. I would have hated Him and doubted His existence. But instead, I was only mad at Him. Anger and sadness filled my body. I didn't know what to do or how to deal with it other than to just bottle it up and wait until later to cry or scream or yell. I was so angry, trying to understand why this could happen to my mom and me. But then I remembered how much pain my mom was in and how miserable she was. God was helping her. He took her away from this painful and hurtful place and took her into His arms, and He said, "You are healed." He did that because He loves her. In John 4:16 it says, "So we have come to know and to believe the love that God has for us. God is love, and whoever abides in love abides in God, and God abides in him." Knowing of God and abiding in God are two different things. You must first know God. You must know that God is here for you. He has your back. He knows what you're going to say and do before you even say or do them. And if it's something bad, He is already forgiven you for it. After you are introduced to God, you will then be learning how you can abide in God. To abide means to act in accordance or to follow God's rules. So when the verse is talking about abiding in God's love, it means that you follow or act in accordance with God's love. And when it says that He will abide in you, He is saying that God will be living in you. You must know God before you can abide in God. God has shown up this weekend in so many ways. We have sang together, worshiped together, prayed together, listened to all these amazing speakers together, hung out together. We've done everything together this weekend. Getting through these tough times, like my mom's passing, would have been incredibly difficult without knowing God. Knowing Him helped me become stronger. Knowing Him helped my relationships with my friends and family grow to another level. But the way I got the opportunity to learn about God and to know Him is through Discovery in Element Student Ministry. The adults that work in Element are there for you. They want to see your relationship with God grow and for you to make all these friendships that are surrounded by God. You are loved and you are known by God and every single person here at Student Ministry. Let's pray together. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for Discovery, Element, and Trinity because they give us wonderful opportunities. Now that we know you, we will begin abiding in you. We know that you know us and that you love us and that anything we do, we will do to glorify you. Amen.